Hey everyone, I'm Catchy.
And I'm Locke. Welcome to the Movie Bros.
Today we are talking about anime, which is something dear to our hearts, and yeah.
Absolutely, we're doing our top picks, very big range here of genres. Not really genre specific, are we?
No, we've got, I guess, specific taste, but genre specific, no. I've got some taste, Locke's got his own little thing going on, and yeah we'll go into that
we'll
as
say
we go.
It's varied.
Anyway, starting off, we'll talk about our very favourite, our greatest piece. It's probably, if you grew up in the 90s, it's probably going to be...
If you had to have watched it at one point or another, whether you were a fan or not, you had to have seen it, acknowledge that it exists.
If you're like 20 to 25 years old, you're with us, and you've probably seen it, you probably love it. It is Dragon Ball Z.
That's Dragon.
This was a great series for so many reasons. I mean, first off, the characters were fucking awesome.
Growing up as being a teenage boy watching this show, you got your share of ass kickery. That's for sure.
Dude, it went one further than ass kickery.
It was cool.
It taught you morals. It taught you morals. Bad guys need a punch in the fucking face.
And a Kamehameha wave.
And a Final Flash and fucking Gallic Gun and all of those. Yeah, it went so far. I mean, as a kid, I was so very far into that. Like in Australia, we had these little Tarzo, little disc things.
That's right, we had cards, everything like
cards. Like, I'd buy packets of chips and wouldn't even eat the chips just to get the fucking little thing out of it. And it was intense. And it's just, I couldn't talk about anything else. And I guess it's a bit of a nostalgia factor.
Oh, it definitely
I guess you could say it's a nostalgia factor, we love it. But I watched the series over and over and over again, and I still love it.
That's right, we're both 20 years old, and we still watch it to this day. It's not geeky, it's not anything like that. If you think it's geeky, then you don't belong watching it. It's just so cool. It's like Catchy said, it's a nostalgia thing for us. We watched it growing up, going to school, coming home, we were watching it. It was just, it was the coolest thing.
Moving on to our next piece.
That's right. It's
one of our favourites.
One of our favourites as well. It's a very different anime.
It's a different anime, yes.
As you've mentioned before, not genre specific in any way.
It's not genre specific in any way. It melds kind of sci-fi elements, which you'll see in the very first episode. It melds horror elements and eki elements.
Eki elements, absolutely, for all the otaku in our audiences, if you are any. Elfen Lied.
Yes, very much so. Moving on. I think this is something that Locke hasn't seen and I have seen.
I haven't seen. I'm all ears, ready to hear this little miniature review.
Yeah, well, Cowboy Bebop is heralded by many to be one of the best.
I've heard nothing but good things.
Nothing but good things. And if you watch it, every episode is pure bliss. It's like a Seinfeld of anime. It's every episode just comes up with something fresh and new, and they bring out the genre's very
how many episodes roughly?
How many episodes? I think it's about 26, something like that. I don't. Yeah, 26. There you go.
So they're about 40, 50 minutes long.
No, I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. So
okay.
Yeah. And Spike Spiegel, all the characters. I love Faye. I think she's a hot anime babe, but I'm just one of those creepy guys that likes anime women.
Otaku.
Yeah. And if you look in the dictionary for the definition of cool, it is either going to have a picture of Spike Spiegel or this box of Cowboy Bebop, basically. It is the very definition of cool, and for the 90s, the animation is great. Everything is fantastic about this piece. Watch it to the end, and the end leaves you just
cliffhanger.
Yes, absolutely jaw-dropping. But one thing I'd say about is not quite so great is the movie adaptation that came in 2001.
Bit disappointed?
I was a bit disappointed. Not disappointed. It was good, but it was good. Just as good as one of the episodes of the actual series. So I was kind of expecting to be blown away. I guess my hype was a bit up there.
So is the movie set during or after the Cowboy Bebop series?
I think it's set during in some sort of alternate, some sort of split in the timeline. Yeah. So it was good, and was just as another thing. The character development in all of the characters is well mapped out, and I absolutely loved it. So yeah.
One thing I'll say about it, I know I haven't seen it. I'm terrible being an anime fan, having not seen Cowboy Bebop. I'm sure I'm going to cap a lot of flack for it. It's a staple for an anime.
It's a staple, yep, and a lot of people might have seen it. That are anime fans, definitely, if you are an anime fan and you happen to have not seen it, go ahead and see it. It's Japanese awesome taken to the max, and yeah. Moving on.
I'll bring one out of the archives here, dust it off a little. This is probably one of the first animes I've seen, along with Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball and all that sort of stuff. So this is sort of a nostalgic piece for me again, and that's Gundam Wing.
Gundam Wing.
I love the animation in this series. Very Dragon Ball Z-esque. I love it. Combines all the favourite animation for me in any sort of anime. The characters are cool, kick-ass, relaxed. There's a lot of anti-heroes. It's a really cool series, kick-ass if you ever want to get onto it. There's a lot of other series of Gundam. Gundam Seed, Gundam Destiny, things like that. Gundam 00. I haven't watched many of them. I've seen snippets. Now and again. Have you seen any?
No, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen any? It's pretty cool. If you're an anime fan, I think you'd love it. I think... Let's see here. I don't know how many episodes is in this. About 50, I think. So about 50 episodes. I think it's around... 1,225 minutes. So you want a day to sit down and...
Yeah, you want a weekend. You want a long weekend.
It's something
like a Queen's birthday or something like that. So
a Queen's birthday holiday. Chuck Gundam in and have some fun.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I will move to mine. Alright. Everyone's gonna think I'm weird, and if any females watch this program, they're gonna think I'm weird, but
respect the otaku.
Yes. Yamada's first time. Yeah. This is pure ecchi. It's something for... It's not hentai, it's not pure anime, it's not anything normal, it's just Yamada's first time. It's ecchi, all through and through. And
ecchi personified, perhaps.
Yeah, and it kind of plots through the adventures of a 15-year-old girl trying to lose her virginity. And I was kind of surprised by it. It has all the anime cliches of being over the top in the scenarios, but I was really surprised by the characters' realism, which in another piece of ours I'll point out. It's just like the emotions that these characters were feeling were totally what I was feeling when I was like 14. I was like flirting and not knowing how to flirt. It's like all this is in here. It's so real, and it's like, damn, this is such a... I thought it was weird when I was watching it in like the first few episodes, but then I noticed I had this massive smile on my face, and my face was aching. I was loving every second.
So
Yamada's first time.
They've captured the human emotions pretty well.
Yeah, and it's I'm a sucker for romance. I like it.
There you go, a sucker for romance and a pretty high recommendation.
Yeah, pretty good.
There you go, Yamada's first time. Next up on the list of anime, I think we'll go a little
Gantz.
Gantz. Gantz is fantastic. That's all I can say. I'd give it a... I'll rate this right now. I'll rate Gantz 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10? Wow.
9 out of 10. I love this series.
It's a fantastic series. It's... Again, that's what I'm saying. It's realism about the character's emotions. It follows the main character, who is just... His fucking... I can't even say it. His perception of the world is just so fluid and real, and everything around him, the character development, every character comes in, and it's a constant motion of this one season of pure anime.
Yeah, the creators really got in touch with their inner anime beings, I think, to describe the emotions.
They adapted
of these
the manga so well to the series, and it was just, wow, this is a purely original piece. No one could have fit.
Originality in the storyline, and this is
It's astounding. It's off the fucking chart.
It's cool, yeah.
It's absolutely there, and absolutely, I'd give it a 9 out of 10 as well. I'll totally agree.
Gantz, very highly recommended. If you're an anime fan, you haven't seen Gantz, go out and buy it. Spoilers and the little warnings. Would you say it ends on a cliffhanger?
I'd say it ends... It's difficult to describe.
It's unexpected. You don't see it coming.
There's a few twists and turns going on in the whole thing, and you'll learn to love it for it, like so many other series. But it's unique, and you'll never see it, much like Elfen Lied. You'll never see anything quite like that.
Absolutely.
In another decade or two.
Again, you've got your horror elements. There's a little dark satire, sort of little comedy mixed in. And,
always a little comedy, yeah.
The horror in this is cool. It's the creatures, the villains, the aliens.
It's unique. We'll put it that way, and it's absolutely recommended.
Exactly.
Definitely pick it up if you're
There's
into
nothing like
anime.
Gantz. Yeah.
And our last pick, I think.
Our last pick is one that I don't mind. I like it quite a bit. I
watched a little bit of it.
You watched a little bit of it, right? Yep. That is Claymore. Now, you probably haven't heard of this, and I wouldn't blame you if you haven't. I think it is an adaptation from a manga. I can't be sure, so don't quote me on that. Basically, this occurs in a world where there are monsters and humans. There's the human side and the humanity, and then humankind are defenseless against these monsters. These monsters are called the Yoma. And these Yoma can take on human form, infiltrate villages, cities, and then start to kill off certain members of families, friends, things like that. They kill a person, take over their persona, take over their image, and then kill others using that image so that they can turn from monster to human. And to combat this, a bunch of geneticists and scientists created a Yoma-human hybrid called Claymores.
Alright, yeah, that sounds perfectly good. I only saw a few episodes. That's his personal pick. I couldn't really, he hasn't seen much Yamada, and
no, I haven't seen Yamada, yeah.
But
Claymore is definitely, we follow the storyline of a particular Claymore called Claire, and Claymores are all women. I can't remember the reason why. I think it's because of their perception and their... perhaps too, I'm not sure. It's not Yamada's first time, but hey, it's cool.
Yeah, well, you don't have to rag on me for that, but yeah.
I'm not ragging on you for that. You were ragging on me for Claymore.
I'm not.
Claymore is cool. It's an adventure anime. It's cool. It's knights in medieval times, monsters. If you like a little hack and slash, and this is
reminds
definitely
you of Berserk and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a sort of up-to-date Berserk. Perhaps, if you've ever seen Berserk.
A couple of honourable mentions up there. I think there's Death Note. Death Note is definitely. I love Death Note. It didn't make the list. I couldn't quite put it in because we're going to do this top 5. But yeah, that's good. And Ninja Scroll is definitely good.
Oh, another highly rated pick, High School of the Dead.
Oh.
Is awesome. It's action packed. It's ecky if you like that. And characters are so
let's
cool.
just put it down to its core elements. It has guns, it has zombies, and it has sex. And that's all you need as a 16. if you're in high school, which has nothing to do with the title, and you're a guy, pick it up. Damn, this is anime right here. This is wham. This will hit you like you won't believe.
Guarantee you've never seen anything like High School of the Dead. Like you said, season 2 coming out. That's been confirmed. We're big fans of High School of the Dead, so we're really excited for that.
Yeah, I'm absolutely excited for that. I don't know why it didn't make it into this, but anyway, we'll actually rank them and give them a number.
Yeah, we'll do our top 5s now.
Right now, so...
Alright, you want to kick off with your top 5?
I'll kick off with my top 5. Number 5 is Yamada's first time. Yeah, it's definitely deserving of it. I'd give it a 8.5.
Alright, my top 5. I'm going to kick off with Claymore. As I said, great series, loved it. Medieval, I'm a fan of medieval, so I'll give it about an 8. I'll say an 8.
An 8. Good. Yeah. For my number 4... Gantz. It was great. It was you know, it was better than I was expecting when I bought it.
It was original.
Yeah, got as a birthday present. It was, you know, good that I picked out. But yeah.
Let's face it, originality in any genre of, whether it be film, TV, anime, it's original.
Whatever, it's down there, and you can't think of anything that's just as creative as this, and it takes its whole direction. Anyway, I'd give it a 9. A 9.
9 out of 10?
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, cool. Alright, my number 4, again, like I said, very nostalgic, Gundam Wing.
Gundam Wing, indeed. Number 3 is got to be Cowboy Bebop. As we were mentioning, it's very good, it's original, it's all that, and I'd give it a 9 as well.
Alright, number 3 for me, coming up, Elfen Lied. Loved it, 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Elfen Lied for me, this is number 2, and it gets itself a 10. A very highly rated Absolution
10. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 perfection.
Alright, number 2 for me, Gantz. I absolutely loved it. As we've said multiple times, originality, dark comedy, horror, it's very cool.
And for both of our number 1s...
That is...
Dragon...
Drum roll.
Oh, yes. I already ruined it.
Dragon Ball Z.
There you go. As we said, this is the ultimate nostalgia for us. There is nothing more that we can think of with fonder memories than this, and...
Absolutely. Growing up in the 90s, as you said, we collected all the memorabilia, we watched it before and after school. What can you say?
Yeah, this was all I thought about for 2 years of my life, and I can't say about that for anything else in my life,
absolutely.
for any period of my life. So it is all-consuming, and it's just all upon itself, and
nobody forgets their favourite Dragon Ball Z characters, whether it be Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Frieza, even...
well, let's name them right now. Mine's Vegeta.
Oh, I was going for Vegeta. I'm a big Vegeta fan. I'll be a DBZ hardcore and just go Goku.
Goku?
Goku.
Put on the spot, he goes Goku.
I go Goku.
I go Vegeta. I love Vegeta. He's the Dark Prince. He's the anti-hero.
Saiyan pride. Come on, yeah.
He's the anti-hero. I love a good anti-hero. And
Goku really reminds me, he's got that Superman-esque personality. I mean, he's a hero of the world.
He's a hero of the world.
Yeah.
He's got it all, and he has a certain persona and charisma about him. Anyway, that definitely gets a 10 out of 10 for me.
10 out of 10, definitely. Yeah, completely agree.
Alright, so
that wraps up our top 5s of our anime. And
yeah, our anime picks, and hope it helps you in any way about your anime, or just see if you agree. If you agree or disagree, leave it in the comments down below.
That's right. If you haven't seen any of these, go out, grab them, pick them up, watch a couple eps if you enjoy them. We highly recommend the ones we've talked about today. There's
plenty of others, and I know we've missed a shitload.
That's right.
There's heaps of others up there. Paranoia Agent. And
we can't name every single anime we've seen.
Speed Graph or whatever. Yeah, there's heaps of them. But yeah, take that as good. And yeah, you've been watching the Movie Bros with Catchy
and Locke. Thank you very much. Any comments, likes, leave below.
Yeah, subscribe, like, whatever. Thank you. See ya.
See ya.